Hello, my friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm Shawn with Manly Made Minute, and if you are hopping on over from the Men of Monroe episode from this evening, welcome. I'm so happy you hopped over. I will try to make this a quick video for you this evening, and I apologize for not making it to Men of Monroe, but I am sure my friend Walter and his special guest this evening did a fantastic job. So, I have a fantastic card, easy card, and so I just had to do a pre-record again. And I'm sure Walter announced Men of Monroe will be on Thursdays from now on, which will be so much better for me. I shouldn't have to miss as many episodes as well, being on Thursday night. And we're so happy to be able to take that time slot. So I have the easiest card. It is a scrap buster kind of card. However, I've used up all the scraps from this paper pad, so we're going to have to cut up some. But I have a solution for that because it is one of those things that I don't want you to forget to use the covers of these paper pads. All right? So we're going to go down to the down camera, show you how easy this card's going to be. I will do the coloring. I'll speed that up so this isn't as long of a video since you're hopping over from Men of Monroe. Before I do that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to my channel. Would love to have you follow me here on Manly Made Minute as well as Men of Monroe over on our Brutus Monroe channel. You can find me on Instagram under Manly Made Minute. I do card hops and all kinds of stuff over there as well. So would love to have you follow me in both places. Let's go to the down camera, show you the cutest little card ever, and then we'll just get started. All right, here's my card I'm going to make for you this evening. And this was the result of using up all these scraps that I had from the Sugar Plum Pines paper because I've been using it so much. And I just thought this turned out to be the cutest little card ever. Very simple coloring technique that I did with the Prismacolor pencils. I will show you what I did just to try to vary each character differently. And I'll speed that part of it up. And then I just cut out strips and laid it out to be a Christmas tree. Products that I am using this evening. I am just using the Merry Catmas stamp set and the Sugar Plum Pines paper. That's it. Those two things, and that is it. So it doesn't really get any easier than this. Let's just go and cut up my strips. What I did is I started with a 4-inch by a 1/2 inch strip. And then each strip after that, I just went down a 1/4 inch until I got to the top of my tree. So I am out of scraps. Like, this is about the leftovers of what I had for scraps to cut up. So I decided to use the back cover of the paper pad because it has all of these strips already there, which are pretty much a 1/2 inch strip. And if I run out, we'll just cut some more. But I'm going to use this as my strips this evening. So let's just move this stuff aside. And we're going to cut these strips out. And I'm just going to line these up. And I'm going to keep that shadowing in there because I think that'll actually work to my advantage and just give me a little bit of shading on this Christmas tree anyway. So I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid to use the ones with the little black shadowing on these because I actually think it'll work. And I just cut strips all the way up until I got to the top of the tree to what I felt was small enough, essentially. I didn't stop at a certain size or anything. I just kept going until I got to where I felt the tree filled that card panel and made it easy. Nothing fancy with that at all. And I'm just lining these up. If I get a little overlap on some of these that you can see, that's fine. It's going to get covered up anyway because I'll use the overlap where I glue it and cover those little pieces up. So I'm not too concerned about a little bit of overlap that I cut. Okay, so we're going to start with the first strip at 4 inches. And you can see, I'm not going to use that one because I got a little bit of overlap on there, and I'll cover that up by gluing it. So we'll start with this one. 4 inches. Okay, then I just keep going. 4 inches, then I go down to 3 3/4 inches, and I'm just laying these out in order. 3 3/4, Then I had 3.5. You can see once you get started, this will go pretty quick for you. 3.5, so 3.25. And then I just stack them so I have what I need. Then you can start reusing these, and even flipping, you know, to use the other. No, not gonna use the other side on these ones. So that was 3.25. I'm just trying to vary my colors. 3.25 to 3. Now I need 2.75, and I'm not quite there yet. 2.75. This one is exactly 2.75, so we'll stack that. Then I need 2.5. That is 2.5. We'll stack that. I'm gonna get a different one in here. 2.5. So this one's gonna go 2.25. We'll get the little bulbs in there. Then I'll get a candy cane in there. 2.25, so I'll make this one 2. And then I'm going to repeat some of these. So 2, and now I need 1.75. 1.75. Let's use a stripe. 1.5. And we're going to go with this brown one. 1.5. to 1.25, and we're gonna go one more, 1.25. So I need a 1-inch strip, and we're gonna leave it at that. All right, to glue this together, super easy. You're gonna take these on the top. Oh, excuse me. I did. Yep, I stacked over. So on the top edge. Over, under, doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I did on my card. And I just lay this right over the top. And as I did this, I did some wonky, but then it ended up looking straight in the end anyway. So I'm just going to keep these all straight. And just keep on layering these up. That was not the piece, was it? That is same size, so go to this one. Like so. And just keep on going. I'm just overlapping it enough just to glue down. Not a whole ton. But again, it's your card. So overlap this as much as you want. Make these wonky and make it a wonky tree. Which I tried to do in my sample, and it just ended up being straight. So you can see it comes together very quickly. The card panel in the background I cut out with a die, nesting die, frame die. Then I just took the 2 different size paw prints from this stamp set and did it to match this Sugar Plum Pines paper, which was the pink and browns. I just did that to match. So I tried to get a little like matchy. And then that's why I did the greens, the browns, the pink, and a little bit of gray in there for the kittens, because I was just going matchy for this whole thing. How fun is this, just to like use up scraps though, right? And actually, the back of this, I think, looks even better with that black shading. It gives it a whole bunch of dimension. Looks like steps, actually. So this was just the back cover of that paper pad. So easy, right? All right, let me just wipe off my glue. Okay, so for the panel, I just cut out some white cardstock, and then I just took a pink and a brown. I put the paw prints on a block. So I have one paw print on this side, one paw print on this side. There's a large and a small, basically. Oh, I did a brown. I guess I did a green, too. Let's just grab a green. And we're going to go matcha. No. I'm going to go just a little darker, actually. We'll go a little lime Ricky to make it pop. And then I just took and I just started randomly putting paw prints all over this background. Like so. Just filling it in. If you want to second generation stamp and get some more faded ones, by all means, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Okay, now I'm just going to do the small paw here, and I'll just do some green. It's kind of like making your own little pattern paper, and I love doing this a lot of times with some of these smaller stamps. To me, just scream to make your background out of. Or just use it as a little accent and stuff too, right? You could put a couple little things on the car, like by there. But I just love using these as little background things. All right, wipe this off. I'm gonna go back to the larger one and do some brown. And just random, no pattern. Oops, get that back in sight here for you guys. Creeping off camera. These are the cutest little paw prints too. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. Now, I had taken the Meow and Bright All Winter Long sentiment. I embossed it in gilded on a pink piece of paper. Take your Christmas tree, and all I did is I just eyeballed centering it at the bottom, and then just kind of I cut and banner cut the ends, and then just or flag cut, banner cut, whatever you want to call it, on the ends here. Probably a good thing I'm doing this on a pre-record this week. I think I would have beat Walter in timing again on this card. It was it's a little too easy. I probably would have had to do a second card or something, because this was going to go pretty quick. And then just place that right down here at the bottom, centered. And there you go. Now let me show you. Cover these up before I put my elbows in them. So what I did to color is I tried to make each character look a little different from the other, and I just followed all the different lines on here. So this little guy's got things on his forehead, he's got things over the ears, he's got one over here. This one doesn't have anything, so I shaded all the way around, shaded around this, shaded around this. So shaded around these little stripes around here, and then just did shading in different areas. And I did it in two different colors. So I have 2 pinks, 2 browns, 2 grays, and 2 greens, one dark, one light. I tried to go light and dark, nothing in between for a medium. And so I will color the light, then I take the dark and do all the shading around that. So let me show you on one of these, and then I will speed the rest up as I color, and we'll come back, fussy cut this out, and show you. So I'm going to do this guy here, and I'm going to just copy what I did over here for a little different thing. And you grabbed a little different green. Maybe this is going to be... Oh no, that'll actually match everything really nice too. So we'll just do that. I did a little more Christmas green, but this is a little more olive green. All right, what I do is with that light one, I go through and color the whole character in, okay? So color in my little kitty cats with one solid color. Watch out for those bulbs in there so you don't color over top of those. And what you can see, I'm kind of coming back on my pencil a little bit. That helps me from not putting too much pressure down as I color. So if I creep back on the pencil and go on the edge of that pencil, not on the tip, I can keep it a much softer coloring technique and not get some harsh lines. All right, now I take around this and shade, and then I just gave him some shading on this one side. So I go through, we're going to give him a little dark in this ear, we're going to go a little dark around this ear, and then just trace down and around to give him some shade. And I'm not pushing too hard on this part at all. I find when I'm doing this stuff, I just keep going over it versus start out too dark and push down too hard. And then we'll go shade around this. And now I'm going to just come back a little bit on that pencil, little circular motions, and give shade here on this one side. So again, I'm just trying to do each character slightly different. And we'll go a little darker around this side. There we go. And then just pull that out just a little bit more so I don't have such a harsh line. That is number one. Let me just show you one more. We're going to go up this one here and do pink. So again, same thing. Now I'm going to go my light pink, coming back down on the pencil, so I'm keeping it light. And no harsh lines with this first pass. Just like so. Okay. Then I'm going to go with my dark pink, and now because I've got two spots here, that's what I'm going to use to make my little character different. Is I'm going to trace around this one up here. It's almost like he has a little mask. And then I'm just going to go a little light to blend that out and just give him some extra little color around that dark piece that I just shaded. Let's go across the top there too. Why not? Connect it. Give him some dark inside of the ears. And I'm just going to do a little shading right down here at the bottom. That's it for that guy. Let's do one more. Let's do a brown. And I'm going to go this guy because I added stuff on this guy because he didn't have much. So here's my light. Oh, that's not my light brown. Here's my light brown. All right, I'm coming back and holding the pencil back to keep my pressure even and light. Little tip too, little circular motions give you a better blend. And I'm not gamsoling this, I'm not using my blending pencil, nothing. I'm not making it that complicated. Now I'm going to do the darker brown, and I'm going to use this around the ears. And then I'm just going to go a little bit across the top on him. I added my own little stripes on him, since he didn't have much. And that's all I did. And I'm just doing exactly like I did over here on this card. Okay? I do that different in this kind of technique for every little cat here in my little Christmas tree. I'm going to go ahead, speed this up, color the rest of this, fussy cut it, and then we're going to come back and assemble, and then I'm going to show you this final card. So I'll just set some little music here for you to enjoy. You can watch the coloring as I work my way through this Catmas tree, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I have colored each of these little characters. Then I fussy cut the entire stamp out. Now what I'm going to do is we're just going to set this up on a foam. So the tree goes up on foam, and then so do the kittens as well. So I have two dimensions going here, and I'm just using my thinner strip dimensional tape to pop this up. And then your card is complete. I mean, it really is a simple card to come together. So hopefully this gives you some ideas with this adorable, adorable Christmas stamp. There is a couple different paper packs for Christmas. I believe the Sugar Plum Pines is sold out. It was the paper pad of the month, and I believe that's sold out. But there is actually some really cute ones with some brighter colors that would look really cute with this stamp set. Throw that one in just like so. All right. Now, this goes up first. I've already put my sentiment on there, and I'll just kind of center it because I didn't actually fill as much this time. I probably glued things a little closer together, but I used all the same dimensions as I did on the other card. I started with 4 inches, went down to 1/4, all the way down to that 1/2 inch. So I might have glued this one just a little bit tighter together. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed Walter's little special guest that we teased you with last week. I ran out of time to go get my little guest kind of something going. I ended up in urgent care this morning, and it took up most of my time with a little eye infection that's going on, and so I just didn't have time to run and grab something without getting my recording and stuff done before I left for work for the week. So you're getting me. I was trying to find a cat costume or something I was gonna put on and have a little Catmas thing going on, but yeah, that just didn't happen today. But I thank you all so much for stopping by, and hopefully you guys were coming from Brutus Monroe with Walter. Don't forget, we are going down to Thursdays an hour earlier as well. We hope that time works better for everybody. So we're going to do 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on Thursday evenings. And then hopefully that just works really good for everybody. Now, here's my original. Here's my one for this evening. I think I like this. I mean, it works to me because it gives it some shading, but it's definitely a little darker, right? I mean, it gives it a little different flavor. I did go a little brighter on my pink and green than I did this one to brighten that up just a little bit, but same exact card, same exact coloring technique, and everything else was the same on this card. So don't forget, Walter and I are giving these products by Brutus Monroe for free to feature for you all. Show you the different styles that we have. We try to do 2 different things for you guys with the same stamp set, or coordinating stamp sets now too that we're going to be doing, and give you guys each two different looking options that you can use for these stamps. Don't forget, hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays. We might have to change that now with it going to Thursday, so we might have to change it to hashtag Men of Monroe or something. We'll let you know first Thursday what we decide to do. But don't forget to hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays for now. If you have any inspiration and do a project from what we do, we would love to see those projects for sure. Thank you all so much for hanging with me. Appreciate you very, very much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and give me a thumbs up and smash that thumbs up button if you like what you see tonight and like my content. That would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you then.